여러분 안녕하십니까? For the last 15 years, you have worked so hard, KBC, sacrificed, and made a sustained commitment to improving the voting rights of all Americans. Your commitment to protecting the voting rights of Korean Americans and giving a voice to all Americans is worthy of our deep respect, and we owe a great deal of gratitude for your service. For the last 15 years, KBC helped register 25,500 Americans of Korean descent to vote, increasing voter turnout in both New York and New Jersey from 5% in 1996 to 68% in 2008. This is a phenomenal achievement, and how about a big round of applause for KBC in the last 15 years of their service. Tonight, I would like to speak about why increased civic participation of Korean Americans matter, and what my vision for America is, why renewing America matters, and why America still stands as a beacon of freedom and hope for so many people and nations around the world. Why we are so blessed to be Americans, and how so many great Americans stood before me facing unprecedented challenges that led America into a brighter future. One such leader is one of my favorites, Martin Luther King Jr., who we all know as a great civil rights leader of the 20th century. He faced death threats and unimaginable scrutiny from the US government and the FBI to help form a more perfect union. Yet, without his leadership, we would not have had such an effective civil rights movement in the 1960s, which led to the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965 that removed many of the discriminatory practices in voting, and the Immigration Act of 1965, also known as the Sellers-Hart Act, that equalized immigration policies in the United States. In short, without these two sets of laws, many of us in this room would not even be here today. And that includes my own family arrival back in 1974. And let me just ask my parents, my 어머님 and 아버님, to stand up and be recognized. Thank you very much for all of your sacrifices. And the Voting Rights Act, which protected our right to vote despite our race or language. In honor of Martin Luther King Jr. and KBC's mission, which translates Dr. King's vision into reality, let's renew that dream for America. Let's not sell ourselves short. Let's not settle with mediocrity. Let's not accept the inequalities that we see in this world and the inferior education standards that we've set in many of our urban settings, and the sluggish economy as the best that we can do as Americans. Let's renew our optimism. Let's renew our faith. Let's believe in America once again. Let's live up to the creed that in the Declaration of Independence, that all men and women are created equal, that we are endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Let's renew that dream again. I have a dream for America. The America that gave my immigrant family a shot at living a better life and blessed us with abundant opportunities. I have a dream that America continues to have a special place in world affairs during this critical time in history. I have a dream that America will be fair, humble, and reasonable. A reasonableness in public debate that we have lost in the last 20 years. We cannot settle for the polarized and destructive politics that we see on cable news stations and assume that this sort of rhetoric is going to improve America. We must be open-minded and practical and focused on constructive problem solving. I have a dream that America is secure and strong, and that it chooses peace over war because life is better than death. And I have a dream that America lives up to its ideals for all human beings, a basic civil and human rights that applies to every man, woman, or child, regardless of their race, religion, or ethnic background. And I have a dream that America's children, every one of them, receives an excellent world-class education, regardless of their family income or zip code. And I have a dream that America balances our budget. Like every family or small business owner who needs to balance their checkbook, it is an absolute shame that today every newborn in America is starting with at least a $45,000 debt to their name merely because we as adults could not agree on our spending priorities. I have a dream that America has a renewed focus on individual responsibility, family, community, integrity, and the value of work. These are the bedrock values that made us strong in the first place. And I have a dream that America will lead the green economy and innovate the next generation of new technologies in the same way that Thomas Alva Edison, the inventor who my hometown in New Jersey is named after, inspired a technological revolution more than 130 years ago. This green economy will create millions of new quality jobs for Americans and reinvigorate a global economy. And I have a dream that America is open and that it welcomes immigrants from all around the world, especially those who have special skills in an entrepreneurial sense to renew our economy. And I have a dream that America is united, that we heal our partisan, geographic, and class divide, and that we truly become the United States of America. And I have a dream that America works to strengthen our relationship with nations around the world and share the values of freedom and democracy and the ability for individuals to pursue a better life. And therefore, I'm so proud to consider South Korea, the Republic of Korea, our strongest ally in Asia. And I want to recognize Deputy Consul Ju and the other diplomats who are here from the Republic of Korea. And perhaps if you could all stand up and also be recognized. 대단히 감사합니다. Our friendship is a deep one, and I look forward to working with you to strengthen our nation's economic, security, and cultural ties. And I want to thank Congressman Joe Crowley of Queens, who spoke earlier in the video presentation, Congressman Charlie Rangel of the Bronx, and Secretary of Commerce Gary Locke for leading the special trade mission. In fact, they're flying back, I believe, today to South Korea to build support for the U.S.-South Korea trade agreement. All of whom I've spoken with recently regarding this critically important issue. And I have a dream that Korean Americans will help lead our nation's renewal and will redefine what it means to be an American in the 21st century. With our strong focus on family, on education, on achievement, we can be a model for America. We are not the minority anymore. In fact, we can be the leading model for America if only we choose to become one. This dream will only be realized if we believe in it. This dream will only be realized if each of us, individually and collectively, make it happen. As Korean Americans, we have contributed so much for America already, and we should recognize and celebrate these accomplishments. Let me say that I owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to the first-generation community, my parents' generation, who were courageous enough to travel to a distant shore in a foreign land seeking a better life for their children. My story would not be possible without your sacrifice, and I know that I stand here today as a former mayor with a good chance to serve in the United States Congress in the future, only because of the foundation that was built by the first-generation community. So let me say from the bottom of my heart, very humbly, 대단히 감사합니다. So we should feel so blessed to be an American. We should feel so blessed with the abundance of opportunities given to us and our special place to help build a better world. So that is why KVC's mission is so important. Because KVC advocates for a better America. And their work to assist Korean Americans voting, operating voter hotlines, conducting exit polls to better understand voting patterns is fundamental to a healthy democracy and a better society. And so KVC has advocated for voting rights by challenging government institutions that do not live up to the goals of the Voting Rights Act, such as filing complaints to the Board of Education here in New York City and Bergen County, New Jersey. And KVC has testified about discrimination at poll sites, and recently we worked together to successfully advocate for a new state legislative district, District 37, in the Palisades Park and Fort Lee area of Bergen County, that dramatically improves the chance for a Korean American elected official to serve at the state level in Trenton. So to fulfill the larger mission of KVC, let's make this dream for America a reality. Please join me in helping to renew America. Thank you, and God bless America. 대단히 감사합니다.